So Guru graduating it's actually crazy to hear because I never thought that would happen. Like it's just one of those VTubers that are like so big and successful and such like a staple in the VTubing space. It's just like you think, I guess you take it for granted, like, oh, they'll be here forever or nothing bad's ever gonna happen. So like her just announcing her graduation out of nowhere seemingly, it definitely shook the entire VTubing space. And it's definitely a sad thing to hear, you know. I wish her the best. I don't know if she plans on, you know, going back to indie or maybe she's quitting VTubing completely. I don't know. I haven't seen anything about that personally. You know, shout out to her. She you know, she was a really big deal in the space and she helped, I guess, paved the way for VTubing in general. So it's definitely a sad day to see this coming or something like this happening. But something I actually want to talk about is what's going on with, you know, VTuber companies in general. Like you see all types of graduation announcements happening in recent years, and it kind of makes me think like what's really going on behind the scenes in these companies. Because me personally, if I have a company and then one of the biggest VTubers, if not the biggest VTuber, is, you know, working for me, I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure they stay happy and they want to stay on board, because eventually VTubers who are part of, you know, companies, eventually they get big enough where they can just go off and do their own thing if they really wanted to. You know, they don't necessarily need the company anymore. I understand the benefits of being part of a company, but you know, you still want to keep your talents happy, you know, reasonably happy, so they stay, you know, they stick around because it's important to your business, right? So her saying that she had differences with the company is a reason she's leaving. We don't know what those reasons are. We'll likely never know, and I'm fine with that. You know, maybe she wants to keep it private, or maybe she's contractually obligated to not share that type of information. Either way, it's fine. It's, you know, it's none of my business. But it really makes me wonder, man, why do we keep seeing things like this? Now, I don't think companies are going away. VTubing companies are like, they're ending or they're going to collapse or anything like that. But I do see in the future more VTubers getting into the field are going to start realizing maybe the ultimate goal of being a part of a company isn't necessarily that important as people prop it up to be. I think more VTubers are going to start just going more the indie route, or just the route of things being, I'm a VTuber, but I'm more focused on content creation. I don't necessarily need to be part of a company. It kind of reminds me back when YouTubers used to have like, I forgot what they called, but they had like, I guess before monetization was really a big thing, they had like companies for YouTubers they can join, and it was essentially the same thing. Eventually those died out completely. So I wonder if we'll see the same thing go on in the VTuber space in a couple of years from now. That'd be interesting thing to think about, honestly. But again, shout out to Gura. This is a pretty sad thing to hear. I know a lot of people looked up to her, and to a lot of people actually started VTubing because of her. So again, it's sad to see her go, and I wish her the best of luck.
What did you say? I've lost gallons to you. Huh? I hope you find it.